I'm not going to be adding a lip to this lure, so the thing that's going to give it all of its action is a propeller here that I'm going to add to the back hook hanger. Similar to the one that I used here for the Japanese riser bait that I made a couple videos ago. This will basically just spin in the water and make some bubbles and add a disturbance to the top of the water, and it adds a really cool action to the lure. I'll add the link to the Japanese riser bait video down in the description below. I think this lure turned out really cool, and the action turned out really unique as well. I usually wait to add the bottom hook hanger till after I'm done adding the weight, so that way when I add the weight and the baking soda and super glue to cover up the hole where the lead is, it's really easy to sand off, and then after that I can install the hook hanger, and it's a much easier process. Since this is going to be a topwater lure, I'm going to use this little split shot here and add that to pretty much the middle of the lure here. It's not going to be much weight, but I want to make sure that it floats and allows the propeller on the end there to work well. So that's where I'm going to add it. The wood's all sealed with some polyurethane, so I'm going to start painting. I'm going to be going for something like this. Let's give it a shot. I'm going to mix some mid-green and burnt sienna to make a darker brownish looking green. This will be the base coat. So now I'm going to take some pearl lime green and spray from an angle to bring out more of the carvings and detail. So that is the Grasshopper lure. I've never made one of these before, but I think it turned out pretty neat, and it definitely is a unique lure. I've seen other lure makers make cricket or grasshopper lures with a lip at the front and then they kind of dive down, but I thought this was kind of a pretty unique twist to it by adding the propeller on the back, similar to how a grasshopper or a spider or an insect would kind of crawl across the water. That kind of adds like a bubble track behind it, and I think it gives it a pretty cool action. This definitely isn't a very complicated lure. All it has is this propeller on the back that gives it the action, a little bit of weight in the bottom, and then some carving. But I think it goes pretty well with the lure that we made a couple weeks ago, which is the dragonfly lure. We kind of have a set of insects here that we made. It's turned out pretty neat, and I'll make sure to add the dragonfly lure video link down in the description below. But that is all I have for this week's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.